Well, hello, welcome once again, dear students. As in the previous session, you are given a homework to go through these websites and read these particular topics. So, nowadays, we are going to cover some miscellaneous topics of PHP. So, as a part of that, today we are going to learn about the different input buttons. Yes, dear friends, we are going to learn how PHP script is used to accept different kind of inputs in form as a data to store or to display on our page whatever data we will get using this input. So as a part of that, I made some simple program for radio button, drop down button and checkbox. So how to get the data using radio button and how we are going to display that, or how we can store that value in backend database, that we are going to see. Anyway, we are not going to see how to store this in database in this session, but in future session it will be useful to store in database also. So once you learn how to display this on page or any other medium, you are also able to store in database also in the future session. So let us start with the radio button. I hope you completed the homework, because it is very crucial and important part to complete the homework also. So okay, let's move forward. The radio button. Let us see first of all the program. I have already opened the screen. For the radio button, you will get this kind of GUI. So our form might contain this kind of radio button, from where you are given a choice to user to select any one choice. I have over here listed some feeling names like trust, respect, affection, care. So if you select any input, let us I select a trust, and if I click submit, it shows me that I had selected the B option. You can see over here that it is B. So how we can get this kind of output, let us see. So first of all, as you can see over here, that HTML part contains this much only. So for that, we had created a form in HTML. Over here we are using post method. You are already familiar now with the method. Now we had created some input buttons of type radio and having name group 1. Friends, you have to give the same name which resides in the same category to radio button. So I have given a group 1 name, and value is the attribute which stores the value for particular this input. That means if I want to, if I select this particular input, the value selected for this is A. Of course, you have a particular mapping between actual display and value. In other words, I can also say that value is the attribute which is going to be stored in your backend database or future purpose for the display of in whatever you are going to display in this input. So we had selected different inputs as you can see on the screen, and at the end submit button to submit the form data, having name submit and value submit, and type submit. What is new in PHP script? We also covered this during JavaScript also, that how we are going to utilize or extract the information from form using this. So in the PHP, first of all we are going to check if submit is clicked or not. That is using this sentence is set. That is, if user had clicked on this button, then on this returns true, and then we'll go in this loop. What we are going to do over here is simple. whatever this variable group 1 consists, that is going to be fetched using super global variable $_post. So if this is true, then some value from over here must be there, and that has been fetched over here. So we are extracting, or we can say we are retrieving the form value selected by user over here in HTML inside this PHP script using this $_post variable, since I have used method over here that is post. So once the variable having some value in choose_value, we are just simply echoing that value on the page. Now when we are going to store this value in database, instead of echo, we are going to have some syntax to store inside the database. So we'll deal with that in the MySQL and PHP session, that is future session. So this is it. This is simple. Let us run once again the program. Let us refresh that. If I select another field name care, if you count A, B, C and D, this is having D option. Also over here I have given the value as D. So after submitting, the output should be D. So you can see it over here. So that's it. That is the simple program of how to extract the radio buttons output. Next we are going to see how to extract the drop down buttons output. In the drop down also, the same logic is implemented using drop down. So I have enlisted some items over here, that is filling some over here. If I select glory and submit, it should show me the output as I have selected the glory. So for that, code is simple. In the case of form, as in earlier case, it's a simple label name of filling which describes over here. Then drop down button using selected, having some options, and all the options having appropriate mapping value. As I discussed in the previous example, you can give appropriate name also, or I can say value also for the displayed item. So I had given over here appropriate value. So for respect, it is value is respect. That is like, and whatever you are submitting, the new things over here is in PHP, that is over here. So what we are doing in PHP script over here, we are just simply first of all checking over here that if submit button is clicked, then only we are going to store the value in choose_value using $_post over here filling selected. Over here filling selected, that is the name of this particular control, that is select. So that is new thing only in this program. You have to specify the select tags name over here. So accordingly, whatever you select, automatically that value is going to be come over here, and using post method we can access that in PHP script, and that is going to be printed using echo. So rest of the things are similar as in radio button program, and we had already seen the output. Let me change it. So it is going to be changed if as many time as I want. So that's it. Next program for checkbox. Let us see first of all output. Checkbox. So what is the characteristic of checkbox? You can check multiple values. Now our logic should work to display all the inputs. So over here I am displaying all the selected A, B, D and F option using the checkbox logic. Now let us see the program. So for the checkbox, as in the previous, first of all I created a form using post method. Type is checkbox, name is, now see over here, name is an array. So whatever you are selecting over here, that is stored inside this feelings array, because there is a provision to select multiple values in case of checkbox. Of course you can select single value also, but checkbox means multiple value can be possible. So it is not a single variable but array variable. That is why you have to give it a name like this, feelings array. And how to extract this in PHP script? That is, first of all you have to check whether submit is clicked or not, and after that you have to select the selected value over here using, of course, this post syntax only, but extraction is using for each loop. So for each loop helps us that whatever you will found over here, that is an array, that is assigned over here as an array. Now see over here, dear friends, this is the beauty of PHP. You do not have to give any data type. Automatically whatever data is written over here, that is going to be taken as a data type in the left hand side of the variable. So over here more than one value, that is array, so automatically choose underscore value dollar variable is also converted or typecasted into array data type. So we can extract it using for each, and you are already aware about the for each construct in PHP, and if you not, then you can visit my previous lecture of looping construct over here. So for each construct first argument as a this main variable, then as dollar underscore selected, that is the temporary name we are going to assign in for each loop. That is, first value whatever inside in this array, that comes over here and printed using echo statement. Next time if more than one value is there, then again the control goes to this fifth line, second value extracted from over here, assigned in selected and printed using echo statement. After that again goes to the control to the 15th line, and if now the array is empty, then for each loop is going to be break, and ultimately programs is going to be terminated. So this is how this program is going to be work. Now let us see the output. Of course we have seen once. Now let us rerun once again. Let me remind you, to run this program you have to run this XAMPP, and then you are able to run the program. You, of course, you have to redirect your path where you have saved your PHP script. So I have saved my PHP script over here in lecture 2 in 11 form input folder, and program named so not radio button, we are going to see checkbox. So in checkbox, if I select now, let us say I select this and this only and submit. So which should be the output? Option A is not there, B is not there, C is not there, but the option D, E is not there, and F. So D and F should be the output. Let us submit, and yes, we are getting the output as a D and F. So that's it for now. As I have said, in nowadays we are covering some miscellaneous topics. So in the previous session I covered the file inputs and file uploading functionality. In today's lecture I covered the buttons, form input buttons, and practiced it. Form input buttons. So this concept is specifically useful when we are going to learn MySQL database and dealing with the form data to store inside MySQL database. So that's it for today's lecture. Thank you. See you soon in the next session.